In this video, I want to show you how to make an animation from a sprite sheet. I have a sprite sheet here of Charmander. What I want to do is to isolate each of these frames and then play them rapidly so that it appears as an animation. I have already created my JFrame and my JPanel. So first thing I'm going to do is drag the image into the source folder. Okay, now we can make an image icon. Image icon II equals new image icon. And in the parameters we put the path of the image. You gotta make sure you get this right. It's very easy to get this wrong, and if you don't get it right, your image won't show up at all. So I put mine in the source folder, so the path is src slash and the name of the image, Charmander front .png. Okay, now let's first draw the image just to make sure that we got this right. g2d.drawImage. Image icon II dot get image. Put it at 0, 0, and C 40, 200. And we need to set the image observer to null. Now let's see. Okay, it shows up, so we know we got that right. Now let's create some variables. Int width equals 40. We want the so the width is going to be the width of each individual sprite, not the width of the entire spreadsheet, but the width of each individual sprite and the height of each individual sprite. My sprite has a width of 40 and a height of 40, as you can see. So set the width to 40, or whatever the width is of yours, and the height to 40. And another, let's make another called frame. That's going to be which frame that we are currently on, that we are currently displaying. So let's start it off at 1 and int max frames. My spreadsheet has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the max frames is 5. Okay. Now we have to make a timer. timer t equals new timer. We're gonna have it the timer go off every 500 milliseconds, and the second parameter is where the action listener goes. So we make a new action listener. Okay, we need to import java.swing. You have to make sure it's swing because java.util-timer does not work with the graphics. It makes it flicker on and off. So we gotta import. Make sure it's javax.swing.timer instead of javax.util.timer. We also need to import action listener. Wait, no. New action listener. Import action listener. Add unimplemented methods. Now every 500 milliseconds we want the frame to load. So frame plus plus. Every 500 seconds a new frame is going to come on. Now let's change this draw image method. So there are a number of different sets of parameters that you can enter into the draw image method. See, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different combinations of parameters you can enter. If you just want to draw an image and not do anything to the image, you can type in the parameters, the image, the coordinates of the image, the width and height of the image, and set the image observer to null. It will always be null. Okay. Now what we're trying to do is isolate a sub-image. To isolate a sub-image, you need to enter 8 different parameters instead of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I'll set them all to 0 for now. The last 4 parameters are the coordinates of the upper left-hand corner of the image you want to isolate and the lower right-hand corner of the image you want to isolate. So this one, the upper left-hand coordinates are 0, 0, and the lower right-hand coordinates are 40, 40. So let's enter those in. Now the first 4 coordinates are the coordinates of a square that you want the sub-image to be fit into. So if you want the image to be displayed, let's say right here, and fit the sub-image into this box, then you need to enter in the coordinates of the upper left-hand corner of this box and the lower right-hand corner of this box. I want it to be 0, 0, 40, 40. Same as that. Let's load it. Wait. What did I do? 0, 0, 40. Oh yeah. 0, 0, 40. Okay, so we get the sub image. We isolated one image. Now, if you have a sprite sheet that goes down like this, like mine does, then the x and the x coordinates of the subimage aren't going to change. It's only the y coordinates, the height, that is going to change. So I'm going to multiply the two y coordinates by frame, and the second y coordinate I'm also going to add 40, the width or the height to it. So now we have one image. When we change the frame from 0 to 3, wait, let's go 0 to 2. Yeah, we get a different image. So finally we can start the timer. T.start. So the frame is going to increase by 1 every 500 milliseconds, and that will multiply by the height and increase the frame so that every 500 seconds the frame changes. Oh, and we also need to add in the repaint method so that the drawing updates automatically. Let's see what we have now. Yep, it's moving. Now, if we want it to continuously move, we can just add an if statement. If frame equals max frames, then frame equals 1. So when the frame reaches the max frames, it'll just go back to 1 and then start over again. Oh, yeah. So there we have a continuously moving animated image.